Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Muralidhar Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. Now we are going to discussing about static code analysis using SonarQube with Jenkins pipeline. Earlier we saw that manual process, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to showcase same thing through Jenkins pipeline. Okay. So for that one, right, example, I'm a developer. Developer will write the code and then they'll be push the code to GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket. Depends on project to project. They may use different remote repository. Example in our case, GitHub. Now here you can see that if you configure that webhook, right? If someone hit the commit the code in the specific branch, automatically Jenkins job will be triggered. Remember, this webhook, right, depends on project to project. Some of the project they may configure it. Some of the project they won't be configured. What they will do, right? They once they commit the code, they will come to the Jenkins and they will be trigger the job manually instead of doing the automation through using a trigger webhook. Okay, and here inside that one, right, first will be configure that clone and then we'll be build the code. It will be generate the jar file. In our case, we are using that user registration application, right? So it is generated the jar file. So far we already saw that earlier videos. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend that. That is a SonarQube static code analysis using SonarQube. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the demo so that you will get some idea. So for that one, here you can see that DevOps 0 to Hero series and this particular 4, right? DevOps project 0 to Hero series, static code analysis using SonarQube. And here, as I said, right, I'm going to show you 4 ways. One is manual process, freestyle job, and Jenkins pipeline. Now what I'm going to do, just you can click this one. Here you can see this, and here you can see the specific one. So here you can see that Jenkins pipeline and the branch name is static code analysis -Jenkins file. And this is our repository. I already opened here the specific repository as well. And this here you can see that SRC. Inside the SRC, if you remember this particular user registration application, it required the DB as well. RDS we already created, and also we have configured inside the application.properties file, and it is going to be use this particular rds-dev.techworldwithmurali.in, the specific database name. Clear, right? Fine. And also you can go here, static code analysis, come down a little bit, and here you can see that prerequisites are we need to be install the Jenkins, we need to be install the SonarQube, and also you need to be maintain that GitHub token as well. These 3 already done, and this is our jenkins.techworldwithmurali.in, and also we have a sonarcube.techworldwithmurali.in as well. Both are up and running, and also I have login using my admin credentials instead of individual users. Okay, fine. Now we can go here, go to here, and then next one, we need to be install the plugins as well. What are the plugins we need to be installed? One is Git plugin we need to be installed, and Maven integration, SonarQube scanner also we need to be installed. If you remember earlier video, we already installed. I'm going to show it here. Manage Jenkins, and then come down and go to that plugins and go to the install plugins, and here you can type it Git plugin already installed. Maven, one second, Maven is not installed. Let me do this. We already installed earlier. Let me do one thing. Here you can see that Maven integration plugin already installed, and also SonarQube is also installed. Okay. Now what is the next thing? We need to be verify whether it is configured or not once we install. Coming to that Maven, right? Go to the tools, and then here you can type Maven, Control F, Maven. And here you can see the Maven installation. Just expand this one, and here you can see that Maven F1 3.9.8, and here we select the specific Maven version as well. Okay, super. Now, and also you can go to the Manage Jenkins, and then if you remember in the SonarQube we already generated the token as well. Let me show you that token as well. Go to that settings, account, and then here you can see the security, and here we already created the token as well. And also we have configured that SonarQube in this particular system level. Go to the system, and then you can type it here, Control F. These all are done earlier video, guys. I have showcased that freestyle job, right? In the freestyle job we already done. Here you can say SonarQube scanner. Here you need to select this environment variables, and here you can say SonarQube token. This is our SonarQube URL, and here you can see the SonarQube token we have configured, that is whatever is generated the token. Remember, it won't be support that username with password. It will support only token. Okay. That token also I have mentioned my admin credentials. Remember, in real time, we won't be configure our credentials. We always having the separate username with the password. That is, we can call it as a service account. Will be configured. The reason, in case if you left the organization, if you configure that your credentials in the Jenkins or somewhere, if you left the organization side, your user will be deactivated. If your user will be deactivated, automatically what will happen is this one, it won't work. Okay, it will throw the error like authentication issue. Again, you need to be configure it. That's why I highly recommend we always having the separate service account. Okay, clear. Now what is the next one? Now this part is clear. Fine. Now we done this one. Everything GitHub, Maven, SonarQube scanner, and then here you can see that token also we have configured it. And also you can go here. First we need to create the Jenkins pipeline. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the Jenkins pipeline, and here I'm giving that for understanding purpose. I'm giving that static code analysis -Jenkins pipeline. Usually we'll be having the just name is build job, but our understanding purpose practice we are doing that. That's why just I'm giving here this one. Okay. Now you can go here, go to the dashboard, and go to that new item. And then here you can give the name and select that pipeline. We are creating the pipeline, right? Select the pipeline, click OK. And then you can come down a little bit. And here you can select that pipeline screen SCM, and here you can select the gate. And then here you need to provide your GitHub repository URL. Just copy this one, go up a little bit. Just copy this one. Okay, now you can configure here. The credentials we are already having, right? GitHub credentials, GitHub-cred. And again, in repeating here also, instead of defining our credentials, we always define the service account credentials. And here you can come down, and here instead of master, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define this particular branch as well. Go here, static code analysis. Okay. Now you can, here we can see that Jenkins script path Jenkins file, right? Here we already created. If you go on little bit on this particular static code analysis branch, right? We already created Jenkins file. Inside the Jenkins file, we already configured that. One is clone the repository, build the job. These two we already done earlier video. Please have a look there. Now our extension, right? We are going to be integrate SonarQube as well. Okay. Now here we already defined that Jenkins file. Just apply, save it. Now if you observe here this particular Jenkins file, and here we define that the specific agent any Maven specific version. This particular one we already configured in the global tool configuration, and the branch name we mentioned that clone the repository, build the code. Now what will happen, right? When you trigger this particular Jenkins job, it will be clone the repository and then it will build the job. Okay. Now you can click it, build now. It is generated the jar file. Now if you go little bit, and then you can come down. Now build is failed. Why it is failed? Let me see it. Okay, come down little bit. Could not find revision to build. Verify the repository branch configuration for this. Maximum checkout attempt reached. Aborting. Okay. Checkout issue. That is fine. Now, and one more thing, what I'm going to do, just go here. Build with parameters. Now here you can see that it is showcasing the build with parameters. Now what I'm going to do, instead of hard coding that branch name inside that particular configuration, right? Pipeline script from SCM. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure this parameter. If you see here, it is already came. The reason inside the Jenkins file, we gave the parameter name, right? When you clone that, right, automatically the parameter is assigned to here. Now what I'm going to do, instead of hard coding this one, okay, now you can give the $ open a specific branch name. Now you can give it, apply, save it. Okay, super. Now we have done this one. Now you can click the build with parameters, and then here it is expecting the branch name. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the branch name. What is the branch name? Static code analysis-Jenkins file. Now you can give it here. Okay, now you can click the build. Now if you see here, it is going on. Okay, awesome. Now if you see here, it is going on. Wait for a few seconds. Okay. Okay, it is still going on. Okay, awesome. Got it right? Understood, right? Now it is cloning the project. Okay, build is success, and also it is generated the jar file as well. If you go here and that in the steps as well, if you come down steps, and it is configure that. Sorry, we have configured that, and also we clone the repository as well. Super. And build the code also, it is completed. We already done earlier video. That's why just I'm directly configuring it. Okay, and run the Jenkins job. Now what you have to do, we are going to do this particular static code analysis. Here we are using that with SonarQube BNV. We are using that option is with SonarQube BNV. And if you remember, if you go here, take the duplicate one and go to the dashboard, go to the manage Jenkins. Okay, and then come down a little bit. Go to the tools, plugins, go to the systems. And here, if you remember, we configure that SonarQube BNV, right? Environment variable we have selected. If you come down, and here you can see the environment variable level, we can use it. Whatever you give the name, right? Same name I'm going to give it here. If you see here, we give the SonarQube token. In case if you give the different name, guys, you need to provide here different name. With SonarQube BNV, whatever we gave the name there, same name we are giving here, then it will be use that particular token, and the particular whatever we have mentioned the SonarQube URL, it will be authenticate, and then whatever we are giving here sh colon double quotation or single quotation, whatever is fine, and here I'm giving that sonar colon sonar. It means it will be generate the SonarQube report. It will be generate the SonarQube report. Understand, right? And here we are not defining any sonar.properties file, everything, guys. Just I'm directly configuring this. It will be take the default the specific file. Okay, understand, guys? MVN sonar colon sonar. Now you can copy this one. Now you can go here, go to edit this one, come down a little bit, and open close more important, guys, don't miss it. And here I mentioned the static code analysis, the token whatever it is going to be used, and authenticate the particular SonarQube URL, and then it is going to be to run that particular MVN sonar colon sonar. Now you can commit the changes, commit this one. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the Jenkins job, build this one. Okay, build with parameters. Okay, and here it is asking that branch name. Instead of every time asking, right, what you can do in this particular Jenkins file, only default value we can mention. Default value we can mention, but until I haven't mentioned here for understanding purpose. Now you can copy this one and you can mention here. Now what will happen, right? It will be clone the repository, it will build the code, it will be generate the jar file, and then it will be connect to that SonarQube, and it will be generate whatever generated one, right? It will be push the particular SonarQube report to the SonarQube dashboard. Okay, now you can see it here. Currently we don't have any projects here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to build this particular Jenkins job. Now what will happen, right? It will be generate the particular one. Now if you go here, click this one, come down a little bit. Yeah, it is going on. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, still is going on. It will take a little bit time, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. If you see here, build success, and it is generate the jar file. Now if you come down, SonarQube also we have configured, right? Here it is injecting SonarQube environment variable using configuration, whatever we configure, SonarQube token. Inside the system level, we have selected environment variable as well, right? So we can use that particular one. Okay, and here you can see that MVN colon sonar, and here you can see that specific sonar Maven plugin. Okay, sonar Maven plugin used, and then it is, if you come down a little bit, and here you can see the Java version, what is that, and also it is running in the master server, right? So the Java version and also everything we can able to see it here. Come down a little bit. Yeah, here you can see the SonarQube analysis report also completed, and here if you click this one, right, it will be redirect to SonarQube, and there we can see that report as well. And here what I'm going to do, just you can refresh this particular SonarQube, and here you can see the user registration. Once you trigger that one, right, we can able to see it here, and here you can see that everything, guys, and bugs, vulnerabilities. So report is generated successfully. We can see it here, and also here you can see that coverage, right, 0%. The reason this particular project, right, we haven't used Jenkins plugin. If you use the Jenkins plugin, you can see that specific percentage here. I already covered in the SonarQube concept. If you remember, we already covered in the SonarQube concept. How do we integrate Jenkins plugin to generate the particular coverage as well? Please have a look there so that you will get some idea. And one more thing, remember here in the Jenkins file directly we configure it. Just we are giving that sonar colon sonar default it will take, and it is generated the report as well. So instead of that one, what you can do, we can also create the sonar.properties as well. If you remember, here we can define like this: sonar.project key, sonar.project name, sonar.branch name, whatever branch if you want, you can define here. Sonar.project version, what is the version? The specific one we can configure here. Then what you can do, we can create the sonar.properties file in the particular branch, And then what you can do inside that static code, the specific Jenkins first step, right? What you can do, instead of giving the mvn command, we can give it like this. We can give it, we need to be install that Sonar F1 scanner in the particular server wherever you are running. Example, if you are running in the master node, the particular master node, you have to be install the Sonar F1 scanner. If you are running it in the slave node, you need to be install the particular Sonar F1 scanner, and then you can directly define your the specific parameters, that is sonar.properties file, or that one -d project.settings is equal to sonar.properties. You can also define like this if you want. You can try this one as well. You will get some idea what exactly how to do. Just install the Sonar F1 scanner in your Jenkins server, because we are running in the master node, right? Just run it, and then you can create the sonar.properties file inside here where we need to be create. You can directly create here sonar.properties file, and then you can configure that. Instead of if you go here, go to the Jenkins file, instead of giving the mvn sonar, what you can do, just you can give it, you can give this particular command. Just you can give this particular command so that it will be used instead of taking the master node, as I said, right? Instead of taking the master branch, if you see here, default it is taking the master branch only. In case if you want to be apply this particular specific branch, what you can do, you can go with this flow. You may ask question, Murli, why can't we define mvn sonar-d, the specific this particular one? No, it won't be support. If you want to be pass customer sonar.properties file, you need to be install Sonar F1 scanner. Maybe in future it will support, not sure, but currently it is not supporting. Okay, clear, right? Any questions now? So this is the process of configuring SonarQube inside the Jenkins pipeline, generating this one. Here you have to remember few of the things in the real-time level. First thing, SonarQube job, we may integrate inside the build job only, or we may have different Jenkins job for SonarQube to generate every week, every one day, every midnight we'll be running. Some of the projects, they may have different different job for SonarQube. Some of the projects, right, each and every build will be integrate the SonarQube. That is, depends on project to project. Fine, that is the one thing. Second thing is, right, we have provided the token. The token should be service account user token. It is not like your username, your user token. The reason, if you left the organization, the particular token, it may not, the particular token won't work. The reason, once you left the organization, right, your user will be deactivated. If your user is deactivated, automatically token also it won't work. Okay, clear it? That is also how to be remembered. Any questions now? Now just we can recap what we did. We have installed the Jenkins, we have installed the SonarQube, we have installed that install the plugins as well. We have configured the clone, build, and also we have configured the SonarQube as well. Before going to do, we have configured that global tool configuration Maven and the system level SonarQube environment specific, and we have called that particular one using this one. Now it is working as we expected, and also we are able to see the particular report as well in the SonarQube dashboard. Any questions now? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and also we have a Tech World with Murali website. In this website, I already published all the DevOps related courses: DevOps, AWS, Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS networking, DevOps hands-on project. Here we have 1 month, 6 months, 1 year plans available. If you want, you can enroll here. Still, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.